2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Golden State Valkyries as they go up against the New York Liberty. And coming to you from the borough of Brooklyn, I'm Blake Suniga. Pleased to have you here along with my broadcast partners, Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz. And we're about a quarter into the regular season. I know you both have some clear championship favorites, but you're usually wrong, so I probably shouldn't listen to them.
Well, I have a couple of teams in mind, that's for sure. But it's always dangerous to make predictions this early into the season.
It's not like you. Usually you're making predictions about everything. I mean, there's still a lot of time, Brian and Blake. Things can change. There could be a blockbuster trade or a major injury that shifts the balance of power. So sorry, I'm not naming teams.
Confident, strong, and athletic. Agumbawale is a tough cover.
And she makes the first. And from the moment she entered the league, Arika Agumbawale has been an elite scorer.
Well, she finished third in scoring her rookie year and then won the scoring title in year 2. Arike applies constant pressure to defenses.
And good on both. In the offseason, we had our first WNBA expansion draft since 2008.
Yeah, Golden State adding 11 players from other WNBA teams. I like what the Valkyries did. They got a mix of young, promising players, plus some solid veterans.
Now, here is Agumake. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
Just didn't make the catch. I mean, she must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
On offense, here the Liberty. And we're about 1 minute into the first. They blow the whistle just as she gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
At the line for the Liberty, Garrett, shooting one.
To the paint. Here's Ogumake. Rebound, New York. Pass to Hayes. And here's Ionescu. The rebound by Hillman.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Jones outside. Agumbawale. She's guarded by Hayes. Ogumake outside. 4 on the clock. The 19-foot shot, no good. Now Griner. Outside Hayes. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Hayes. To the inside. Stevens, that's good.
Well, what makes Stevens such a good option in the pick and roll is her combination of size and mobility.
Ogumake outside. Pass to Agumbawale. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
Terrific D. That's how to protect the rim.
Here's Ionescu. Agumbawale with the steal. Jones outside. Agumbawale. 6 on the shot clock. Ogumake sets a screen. Inside. Trying to get back on track. And she lays it up and in.
Took them a while to get going. They finally connect on their 4th shot of the game.
Ionescu outside. Down low. Here's Griner. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Yeah, seeing over defenders contributes to Griner's dominance down low. He's just lethal around the rim.
Very well done. Confident and composed as always.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Hayes. Pass to Ionescu. Off the mark there with the 3.
The D was determined not to give him an inch of space. Very nice job.
Now here's Jones. The fadeaway. And the Valkyries another bucket.
Got that one off right in the face of a bigger defender. Nice quick fire release.
Well, the mid-range shot really her only choice right there. She would have a tougher time taking it inside against such a bigger player. Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, this is why you get Jones the Rock in close. Terrific at converting.
Hayes with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trips the line to shoot two.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your New York Liberty.
And the first one falls for her.
Really, the moment Brittany Griner steps on the floor, she's impacting the game because as an opponent, you have to react to her physical abilities as well as her skill and her touch as a scorer.
That one misses. Golden State leading. Pass to James. Back to Gugawale. James. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gugawale. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for her. Griner guarded by Jones. And Gugawale picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
And the next foul will put them in the bonus.
And you know they'll be trying to draw that next one quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the line and get some easy buckets.
Stevens up top. Hayes up top. Ionescu. Stevens. She's covered by Ogumake. The 19-foot shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
The rebound by the Liberty. Here's Ionescu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. And a miss there on the triple.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Here's James. Pass to Ogumake. Jones. Arike Ogumawale on the wing. Covered by Ionescu.
Well, with how active Arike is offensively, that three-pointer is there for her. You just can't take everything away from Arike.
And here's Ionescu. Now here is Stevens. She's covered by Ogumake. The steal. Now here's Ogumawale. Tight defense on her. James. Pass to Ogumawale. Jones. Picked by Jones. Here's James. The rebound by Brittany Griner. New York trailing here. Now here is Ionescu. Hayes. Screen by Griner. Inside. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
Okay, well, part of what makes Griner a great center is her ability to execute the pick and roll effectively.
Here's James. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Puts it up. That shot off. Outside Hayes. Back to Ionescu. Watches it. That one's off too. A rough 0 for 6 start for her.
She's just had a brutal outing, and she still hasn't managed to get a field goal, and the team is struggling because of it.
Here's Jones. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
A tough customer. Jones almost invites contact around the rim.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Hayes the screen. Pass to Ionescu. Puts up a 3. Ogumake with the rebound.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
Now here's Jones. She's got 6. Agumbawale's shot is off. Outside Hayes. Pass to Ionescu. The 3 is up. Second shot opportunity. And she sinks the layup.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Outside Agumbawale. Misses the jumper. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Valkyries ahead. They lead by 3. And don't go away as we'll be back. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going. And looking at what we've seen from the Valkyries, what do you guys think?
I like what I've seen from them defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers with quick hands.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. Those active hands producing steals early.
Pass to Samuelson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Valkyries. Now Bell. And here's James. Here's Agumbawale. They set the screen. Offline with the 3. Here's Sandelasini. Guarded now by Agumbawale. Here's Banham. From the top of the key, she buries it. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Pass to Bell. And here's James. Valkyries with another miss. Here's Sandelasini. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Now here's Agumbawale. D right on her. Bell. Takes it from 10. Misses off the left iron. Here's Banham. To the inside. Mack. And she drops in the layup off glass.
You didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
The Valkyries trail. Pass to Bell. Here's James. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now Cannon. Can't get it to fall. And here's James. Looking for her first basket still in this one. To the paint. Rebound New York. Now Sandelasini. Here's Bell. Pass to Agumbawale. And again, Golden State no good.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
And just an incredible player. Arike Ogunbowale has a unique style as well.
Yeah, you know, she's 5'9", but she does more damage down low. Wants to attack, not settle. Arike just so strong, too.
Timeout called here by the Valkyries. And it's the Valkyries' ball. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Pass to Ogumake. You know, it was a bit odd last year to see Neko Ogumake in a Storm uniform.
Yeah, she'd been with the Sparks for 12 seasons, winning an MVP and a title with LA in 2016. Forever, no matter who she plays for the rest of her career, she'll be a fan favorite in SoCal.
That one's off. And the number 1 pick all the way back in 2012, Neko Ogumake is still playing at a top level.
Oh, we're talking about someone who won an MVP back in 2016. You look at Neka's recent numbers, they're pretty similar to that MVP year. Adding that three-point shot has really extended her career.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, on the floor, Neko Ogumake can be so imposing. She's got a clear height advantage over many players, and she knows how to fight for her shots.
Pass to Stevens. Ionescu, left side. Here's Hayes. Ogumake with the rebound.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Outside Ogunbowale to the middle. Here's Nelson Adota. It's deflected. Pass to Zandalasini. Now here's Ionescu. Buries the long-range jumper.
Mercy, that was from deep range. Ionescu on the short list of players you want taking that one.
It's a 5-point game. To the inside. And stolen by Stevens. Right side, Hayes. Valkyries with the rebound. Back to Ogumake. Pass to Ogunbowale. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Golden State retaining possession.
She had no choice but to lunge to that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
5 on the clock from the inbound. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Ionescu. Takes the 3. The shot, no good.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
Picked by Jones. Inside. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Outside Hayes. Pass to Stevens. Over Ogumake. And again, it's the Liberty missing. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
And such nice work to hang around and put themselves in this position.
Jones. Yes, and a nice assist from Neko Ogumake.
We've seen this offense step back in three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Three-point land, I got a house there, that's for sure. But for better or worse, it looks like the latter for this team. Those threes just not really falling as of yet.
I think they're foreclosing on that house, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they moved out of my neighborhood.
Golden State leading. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And another basket for Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Ionescu has it. Down low to end the run. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Because of Ionescu's advanced playmaking ability, she's the kind of player that excels in the pick and roll.
Covered by Ionescu. Pass to Jones. Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
This is quite a performance we're seeing from her today. Not one miss on the day, which means that's right. She's a perfect 100% from the field.
Brady Ionescu from outside. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
Rebound battle split about evenly.
Yeah, neck and neck on the glass. Just one aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game.
And we love the close games.
Absolutely.
And she makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The D was all over the place after the offensive board, and she made that work for her.
Yes, she did. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
Such a nose for the basketball and such a strong finisher.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Really, that's her strong suit, the ability to find a way through the D and finish at the rim.
Garrett. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
That's a good look. That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Ogumake outside. High post shot. And it's Golden State, another one.
Yeah, you love to see that offensive mindset from Ogumake. She's just constantly expanding her game.
Pass to Ionescu. This one for 3. The Valkyries pull it in.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Now here's Jones. Off with the layup.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
To the paint. Here's Stevens. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
Next forward, Arike Akudinwale.
For 3, Tiffany Hayes. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Valkyries ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. It's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here.
And, you know, Brianna Jones has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, I think it'll be important to see if they can stop her down in the second half, because so far they have not had any answer for her when she's down on the block.
Yeah, maybe mixing up her looks, bumping her out, front her, double down. Just do something to throw her off her rhythm.
Covered by Ionescu. Ogumake outside. Outside, Agumbawale. Ogumake sets the screen. Shot clock at 6. Over Hayes. Agumbawale, no good.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Back to Hayes. Pass to Ionescu. Outside Hayes. Connects from three-point range.
It's the lefty, Hayes, ready to shoot the moment she gets the pass.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And here is Jones. Pass to Agumbawale. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Well, after spending her first 8 seasons in Connecticut, Brianna Jones has a new home.
Yeah, what a run it was for her with the Sun. Didn't start a game until her 4th year there, but ended up making 3 All-Star games. She was a huge part of 2 finals teams.
Outside Hayes. Pass to Ionescu. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to the Valkyries. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ogumake up top. That one falls, coming off Arike Agumbawale's nice read.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Timeout called to Liberty.
And you look at Brianna Jones, she's been playing extremely well.
She has continued to wear them out inside. They got to figure out how they plan to contain her.
Garrett, guarded by Jones. Ionescu outside. Clock at 6. Back to Stevens. Looking to end the run. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, the complexion of this game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
Pass to Ogumake. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
And one of the most improved players in the WNBA, Brianna Jones.
Well, you look at her first 3 years, Jones averaged just about 3 points per game. But in that wobble, 2020 down in Bradenton, she got a chance to play more, put up 11 per game. And now, since then, has multiple All-Star appearances.
Inside, Garrett. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Ogumake sets a screen to the middle. Good for another bucket. She's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
4 of 5 to start the half, coming out strong.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hayes. And Jones pulls it down. Covered by Ionescu. On the wing, Neko Ogumake. The 3. It falls for her 7th bucket of the contest. She's 7 for 9 today.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Ionescu misses.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Count the basket.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Pass to Griner. Here's Ionescu. Will it go? A rebound by Hillman.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Agumbawale from long range. Rebound New York.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much. That's definitely a situation where you want to make sure you don't give her too good of a look.
Absolutely, and the defense better not relax because she might hit that one next time.
Covered by Ionescu. Ogumake left side. And the Valkyries another bucket.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
And so it's New York with it. 17-point game. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stevens. To the paint. Ionescu gets the bucket.
Plays so tough inside. Ionescu will not back down.
Covered by Ionescu. A kick out to Gumbawale. That three off the mark.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. You might want to avoid that shot for a while.
Hayes the screen. Pass to Ionescu. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. But they'll get another chance. Off target with the 3.
She's trying to get them back into it, but the results haven't been there.
Arike Agumbawale on the wing. She's guarded by Hayes. From deep three-point range. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Hayes. Jacks up a 3. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Golden State with it. Down low. Here's Ogumake. That misses off the backboard.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
Back to Stevens. Pass to Ionescu. Three-pointer. Here's Griner. And she banks in the layup.
Well, not only does a 6'9" height help Griner get the rebound, once she secures it, she's so close to the hoop, those second effort points come easy.
Time called here. The Valkyries deciding to talk it over. And the Valkyries making a switch here. It's Brianna Jones, high post. She's got 15. The offensive rebound.
That's rough. No one to blame but herself. She should definitely have scored that time. I don't know what happened.
Inside. Cannon, no good. And here's Bell. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the inside. Jones drops in the layup for 2.
Well, what a night for Jones. We don't see too many players like her. 6'3", don't take too many threes. So defenders, I don't think they 100% know how to defend Jones.
Pass to Griner. Expanding her range. It's hauled in by James. And it's the Valkyries' ball. The lead is 15. The pick by Jones. Now here's Agumbawale. She's tightly guarded. 6 to shoot. Here's James. Great defense that time from Katie Lou. And so it's New York with it. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Oh, it's a good thing she showed up today because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
Pass to James. Now here's Jones. She's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in my book and anyone's book. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Vanham. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Outside of Gugawale. Right wing. Here's Bell. He got it up in time, but it just moved the ball for us. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. Welcome back as the 4th quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Pass to Banham. And here's Zandalicini. No good on the triple. Now here's Agumake. There's a screen. Down low. Shot by Nelson Adota, no good.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
To the paint, here's Mack. So she gets the whistle, contact on the way up. 2 shots, next.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Neko Gumake. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
That's also good, so she hits them both. Covered by Ionescu. Pass to Agumake. Here's James. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Agumake. 4th quarter, still young. Just over a minute played. Now Zandalicini. Mack. Intercepted. And here we go, Valkyrie's fast break. And that one's good, James.
That's deflating for a team. Coughing the ball up and having it turn into immediate points at the other end.
Yeah, that just feels like giving up 2 buckets.
Now Zandalicini. Pass to Banham. Shot from 12. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
Not pretty. Got to just shake off a miss like that.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. To the middle. Mack grabs the miss. A challenging stretch for New York here. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Ionescu outside. They set the pick. Inside. It's stolen by Agumake. And here we go, Valkyrie's fast break. That one goes. Count it.
The defense, they just let her go.
And she'll thank him for that. I mean, she got a chance to perform not just the razzle, but the dazzle, too.
For those joining us, 4th quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 5 to shoot. Pass to Banham for 3. Got a piece of it. Here's James. To the paint. Oh, Gumake, that's good.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Ionescu outside. And the foul on Neko Gumake. That's foul number 2 for her. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pass to Ionescu. Liberty, keep it alive. Six on the shot clock. Garrett. She hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Really, she's been a bright spot for them. She's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Yeah, who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for her shooting.
Pass to Agumake. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Nice pass there to set up the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
Foul call that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Way to play an attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So both teams changing it up here.
Tim, can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? They've been perfect.
Brian, I almost can't believe this. As cool as can be. Great focus, great efficiency. That's how they've built this lead.
The right way. Well, she's shot a very good percentage today, and her team has needed every last bit of it.
It's Brianna Jones, high post. Back to Gumbawale. Misses from short range. On offense, here's the Liberty. Ionescu has it. Pass to Griner. Now here is Hayes. Stevens in the post. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. And she'll shoot 2.
It's so tough to match up against Stevens inside. With her size and touch, there's no easy way to defend her.
And the Valkyries making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Pass to Agumake. Over Stevens. And that one goes long. And here's Ionescu. Screen by Griner. The shot by Ionescu. No good. Now here's Agumawale. Looking to get back on track. Valkyries with another miss.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Back to Stevens. Clock at 6. Griner good.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Covered by Ionescu. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 11. Shoots the 3. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Now Hayes. Timeout called to Liberty.
Yeah, the coaches seeing a lot of their shots miss the mark and figured it'd be a good time to drop something up, maybe get an easy look.
Yeah, all my coaches always had one go-to play that you just keep in your back pocket, and that's probably the one that the coach is drawing up here, trying to get their team an easy bucket out of this break. They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Ionescu outside. The Valkyries pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Jones. Back to Gumbawale. It's hauled in by Tiffany Hayes. Here's New York now. It's a 10-point game.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, don't let her position trick you. Hayes has no issue scoring the ball down low.
Covered by Ionescu. Pass to Jones. And that's out of bounds. Golden State retaining possession. Bumake outside. Off target from three-point range. Ionescu outside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. And an intentional foul right there.
Sabrina Ionescu. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Ogunbowale's doubled. Out to the right wing. They double her with Ionescu. There's the 3. Good on the triple.
Zero hesitation from Jones. Knew what she wanted to do. Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
Tiffany Hayes for 3. Drops in the tray. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Monique Yu.
And so she drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game.
And at the door, New York answer.
Here's Griner. Outside Stevens. Lets the 3 fly. She's off on that one. And so the Valkyries take the win. And they came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
They really did show some mental fortitude. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up